get high, she get low. Motherfucker, I'm twat.
What's going on? Purple
Hey,
Dank
what up,
here.
nerds?
Purple
What up?
Dank here with Stiff Kun.
Yo, Stiff Kun in this bitch. What up, nerds?
Got a little got a topic for you.
For sure, for sure.
We're gonna discuss the whole VR situation. See,
Okay.
Sony PlayStation just came out with their VR, and
True, true.
we're gonna discuss how that is and do a little comparison with the other VRs, which technically
Okay.
speaking they don't belong being compared to each other because one's played on a console and the other
Yeah,
two are played on PC, but we're gonna go ahead and
true.
compare those anyways. So
Let's do it. Okay, so you had an Oculus, right?
yeah,
Like you played it. You actually used it. See me, I haven't used it yet. So like but from what I've seen, it's like interesting, but it's not like something that like some game breaking like wow, I gotta have that. Like, yo, I need to play that. It's not like that for me at this point yet. But what about you? You actually like as a whole VR, like you got faith in the technology, right?
yeah, absolutely. It's just the price right now is still kind of out there. Like they're starting to get a grasp on it. Like Oculus just made a quote unquote budget. Like they updated
Right,
their software so you can play it on lower end hardwares on the PC.
right.
So
That's
they
true.
they did their quote unquote like VR on a budget, which I'm pretty sure they're still working on it to make it playable on lower end PCs. But
Yeah, and more accessible to more people, right?
yeah,
That's cool. That makes sense. I feel like in the future, like it'll be like a thing. Like I feel like it'll be a lot better in the future, but right now, I'm not ready to like jump in that water just yet. But as far as like the PlayStation VR thing, I was hearing like I heard that you can use that headset for the other like platforms and shit though. I was seeing people saying like, oh, you can use it on the Xbox One and the PC and shit. So I don't know. It might be okay. I haven't seen, I haven't watched a video yet, but
I don't know
I
if
don't
I'd
know.
want to play it on the PC
Yeah,
because
me either.
on the Oculus and the Vive have a lot better resolution than the PlayStation VR does.
Yeah, for sure. I think maybe like if you had a PS4 and you had a PC and you just you wanted the cheapest option, maybe that's probably when I would use it for a PC. But if I was like adamantly like I want to do this VR shit, I would definitely get either the Vive, or probably most likely the Vive. But I could see why
Yeah,
somebody would want to get the Oculus. But if I had a choice, I would definitely get the Vive. If I'm gonna spend that kind of money anyway, I might as well get the best one for the best possible experience. So yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
Plus there's a lot more games that's out for the Vive than anything else.
yeah, yeah. That it seems to be the most supported one so far. So yeah, definitely. I think I would have to go with that option for sure. But what you think? Like, do you think the PSVR will do well and shit? Like, do you think people are gonna be warmed up to it? Like, I feel like they
Absolutely,
will. Yeah,
absolutely. Because it's for one, it's on a console,
yeah.
and
Very popular one at that.
yeah, it's on a it's gonna essentially open the door for this whole VR experience.
Yeah, I agree.
I I think it's gonna make consumers want see like they're gonna get a this is just gonna give them a taste and they're gonna be like, oh, if this is just a taste, I want to see what the full experience is like.
Right, I agree. And it'll encourage other developers and people like that to like support it and shit. And I
Yeah,
think that's my only kind of gripe with it so far is that it's kind of young and it's not that much to it yet. But in the future, it'll definitely change. But I do agree that a lot of people will be accepting of the PSVR as far as I feel like it's going to be a bigger deal than the other two were simply just because like it's easier to get to. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just easier to get to. Like PlayStation is
yeah,
really popular. They sold like 40 something million consoles so far, and it'll be everywhere, man. Like I've seen just scrolling through my fucking subscription box. There's been so many videos about PSVR already. And I mean, the same thing happened when the Oculus and shit came out, but it was still like a kind of like a niche thing, like where people were like, "Oh, that's cool," but like, you know, It's you know what I'm saying. I just feel like it's like PSVR compared to the other two is an easier pill to swallow for people. So I
Yeah.
feel like that's why that'll help. You know.
The biggest thing is budget wise.
Yeah, that too.
See, you, me, and every other average human being in this world is balling on a budget,
Yeah,
and
pretty much.
that's it's the cheapest way to play VR to get the VR experience is through
Exactly. That's the cheapest option.
as of right now.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. That like, yeah, some people will get it simply because of the price. Like they won't want to shell out $800 for a Vive. You know what I'm saying? Like who,
Yeah.
the average person. Oh, I already have a PS4. Oh, PSVR 500. Fuck it. I could see that. I could definitely see that happening. Especially again if they already have the platform that they need to use it with, as opposed to Oculus and Vive, where you got to have a pretty decent rig. Although it is, like you said earlier, it's getting a little cheaper and more accessible. But if they don't already have a PC, then as a whole, it's more expensive than just grabbing PSVR if they already got a PlayStation. So I agree with you. The price is a huge deal. Definitely,
See, like
definitely.
before Oculus Rift came out with their new controllers,
Hmm.
I forget what they're called, Oculus Touch or something like that. The Oculus was the cheapest one, but then
Right.
they came out with these controllers. They bundled the headset with the controllers, and then it raised the price up, and it's now matching the Vive.
Oh, okay.
So,
See, I didn't know that. So,
cause when I first bought the Oculus, it was just the headset, and it came with a Xbox One controller for
uh-huh.
630 altogether, shipping and handling and everything. And
Oh, okay. Not
and
bad.
the controllers itself are like $200.
Damn. Really?
Exactly. It's
What do they?
two controllers that are identical to the Vive's controllers. They do pretty much the same thing, function very similar, and it's a $200 add-on to the Oculus Rift's $500 base price. So they come out matching the Vive hand in hand.
Right. Okay. I was about to ask, like, what do those controllers plug into? Do they plug into USB ports or what? Or are they like wireless or something?
On other they're wireless controllers.
Okay.
It comes with it. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can still use a regular wired controller if you already have
Right.
one.
Right. Okay. But I don't know. I was kind of confused as to like, I didn't know if they. I guess it makes sense that it's wireless. That they probably sync to the headset itself, right? I would assume so. I'm not sure, but um, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much like all I had to say about it. I don't know about you, but like, is like I said, it'll get better over time, and when it gets cheaper, I think, and when it gets more software, it'll blow up and it'll be a thing. It'll be cool. And if they manage to somehow, I don't know, make the headset smaller or make it so it to the point where it's just like glasses or something, I think then it'll be like really like that's when it'll really take off. But what about you?
I just think they need more, yeah, like more software, more games for it.
Hmm. Definitely.
Because as of right now, it's just mostly indie
Right.
developers, people
Right.
making games in their basement or whatever.
Pretty much. Not that it's nothing wrong with indie games. I like a lot of indie
No,
games, but you know, we want to see some crazy, like, really, polished, really like huge budget games take advantage of this technology. That's when it's really
yeah,
gonna shine. You know, it's not gonna shine with the, like you said, the guys in the basement. The two dudes coding on the weekend in their basement. Like you know, they're not gonna make shit to wow us like these big budget AAA studios will. When they start doing shit for it, and I see something impressive, then I'm all for it. I'm all for
yeah.
new shit though too. Like I'm cool with the new technology. I want to see all that shit grow.
So they do have a Minecraft VR. It's still in the works. It's
Right,
beta. It looks pretty good
right.
considering.
Yeah, I watched you play that. It was pretty cool looking, and I feel like stuff like that will do well in VR because Minecraft itself is already like it's really established for one, and it's not like some super crazy hyper realistic game. So it's like a game like that is really cool seeing games like that work in VR because I don't know, they
Yeah.
just work. They fit the mold of something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like is really, I don't know. I just feel like shit like that will be cool implemented in VR, and shit like maybe like I don't know, like if for example, like if fucking Nintendo does it, like if they have like Animal Crossing VR or something, and you can actually see the inside of your house and shit, and like
Yeah.
see all the furniture and shit like that will be cool if that ever happens. But yeah, we'll see, man.
I'm hoping for Call of Duty and big names like that.
Yeah, that would be cool too. But I don't know, man. I feel like VR would kind of take away from the competitiveness of shit like that, but it would still be cool to see. Cause like I don't know, just imagine like running up on somebody and you trying to shoot them, and you like sneeze, and like fucking screen just goes everywhere, and you're like, oh shit, like that'd be cool. That'd be fucked up, but it'd be cool too. You just like, and then like next thing you know, you get shot from the back because you couldn't see for a split second.
Yeah.
That'd be cool though. It would be nice to see that shit like that, or like maybe shit like Skyrim, how that's first person and like you hold the sword with the fucking controller
Yeah.
and you get that. That would be cool. But we'll see, man, in the coming months or years or whatever. But
I
yeah,
think it is going down within like next year. I feel like shit's gonna get real
oh
because
yeah,
this full year 2016 has really opened doors for VR.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's the beginning. Like now that all the headsets are pretty much out on the market and they're getting a lot of attention, it'll yeah, next year we'll see some strides, some pushes. And then the year after that, it might even be better, but we'll see. Hopefully, by this time next year, we can have the same discussion, and we'll be like, "Oh my God, fucking VR, yeah!" Like, hopefully, it'll be like that. So,
Yeah.
I got high hopes, man. We'll see. We'll see how it happens. But
Same here.
yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. I don't know.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, cool, neat, but yeah, man.